guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Frost of the Jin Cosplay, and today we are back at you guys with Cowboy Bebop episode 2. Oh
yes.
boy.
So last episode we met Spike and Jet.
Yeah.
They are both bounty hunters. They are space cowboy. Let's admit it. They are space cowboys.
Yeah.
They that's how he describes himself at least.
They're
And
bounty hunters.
yes, bounty hunters, but he called himself sort of like a cowboy. So
cowboys.
the feel is very Western, and the people even wear stuff that kind of looks like it's from a Western. So that's pretty cool. We went on a chase for a guy that was using. Well, he betrayed his friends basically. Went rogue and stole he had some drug, red eye it's called?
Bloody eye.
Yeah, bloody eye. Anyway, it's red eye. It's basically gives them super sight, and he gets to see everything when he uses it. It seems to be destroying him a lot, like he went almost crazy with it, addicted, or just paranoid, I don't know, but he got to see so much stuff, he could dodge bullets, it was intense, and we were supposed to stop him. And we lost him. He and his wife died. She killed him, and then she let herself die because there were so many people after them. It was crazy.
Yeah, they couldn't get out of there alive.
And we went back to our Bebop. I think that's what it's called, right? They call the Bebop their ship or something.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a little red thing that goes, solo in the city. I don't know, but it looks like their ship. So they went back to their ship. Jet seems to be doing fine, and Spike seems to be depressed a little bit. He's got something, that happened to him in his past. We still don't know what that is, but he's blue. He's pretty blue. So yeah, that was episode 1. Let's jump into episode 2 and see what happens to our boys.
All right.
Don't forget to subscribe, guys, if you want to know when these episodes come out, and check out our Patreon for the full reactions.
Let's watch it.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, it's jam.
If we don't have lyrics,
Easiest opening ever.
yeah, like you were wrong if you thought we were not gonna sing this. So strong. Isn't that no, wait.
What?
That's not the fourth guy in the opening? Maybe not. I don't know. I need to check the opening better.
Stray Dog Strut. That wasn't the same guy.
No. Plastic surgery. Jeez, that's good plastic surgery.
Yeah.
They say he's a pet thief.
Yeah.
So
This is supposed to be the Chinatown of Mars.
I don't know if this is Mars though.
Well, this is the Chinatown of that place.
Yeah. You really want to piss this guy
Want some
off?
protein? Here we go.
His hand is bigger than your face. Jesus, that was not necessary. Another pet. He reminded me of Leo Dio a little bit.
は見るけど買い取るかどうかはその後よ。
さあもう
I like his personality.
ちょっと待って。なんと思うかよ。なんか勘違いして。
Wrong guy, buddy. Good case, though. Aww.
犬？珍しい種類じゃないわね。
で、この犬の値段は
スーツケース込みでこんなもん20万。200よ200。
ちょっと
Why is he stealing pets? Pets.
邪魔したな。
Maybe there's something more to it, like
He's
he
freeing
stole
them.
them from facilities, does experiment on them.
せめて250。ゼロだ。返してもらおう。
またなの？こんな何？
Yeah, it doesn't like him,
Never
so.
mind.
And it's a pretty nice corgi.
マサ、おいし。ハキム。昭和終わっただ。
I am a bit afraid, to find out what he does with those pets. That's why he trains.
動物愛のマフィアか。泣かせる話じゃないか。たかが200ウロンの犬のために命がけか。なんだと。俺が欲しいのはあんたの首にぶら下がってる800万ウロンさ。
That dog is just enjoying it. Oh, that dog is intelligent.
Really?
As fuck.
Again with that shit look.
He's just playing around.
うるせえ。俺は今機嫌が悪いんだ。
Aww. Corgis are the best.
首輪預けてやる。
No, we keep him? We get to keep
飽きるなはずが犬とはな。そんなことより。分かったのかよ。こいつはな。
him? Still like you best.
完璧な打言。完璧な。ただの同然だ。
It's a good
Hey.
animal to have around. It, puts you in a good mood. Not unless he does that. Please keep him. They need something to cheer them up on the ship.
あのハキムと一緒にいた男は仲間か。そのようで手がかりもないのか。早く手を打たんとあれが警察に渡ったらまずいことになる。我々の研究が明るみに出たら今までの苦労が台無しだ。
So they did the experiment on the dog, so the dog is special
い
then?
くらつぎ込んでると思ってるんだ。
Data dog.
やむをえん。犬笛を使うぞ。しかしあれは面倒なことに。構わん。やりますか。やってくれ。
We're gonna end up in trouble.
Once again?
But we gotta save that dog from these men. I don't know what they're doing with them, technically.
そうか。そうだった。
But any experiment on animals is wrong.
こんなんで本当に寄ってくるのかね。あ。おい、待て。
Spike, baby, you're good, but you kind of suck too.
出世払いだ。
I'll pay you when I'm rich.
幸せ。
This reminds me of Spaceballs.
Oh boy.
So nice, like, well, dude. Ah, that dog is so intelligent. Bite. Careful, there's a dog in there. Maybe that's what they did to the dog. Gave him intelligence or something.
Maybe just like Principal Nezu from the NHA.
Maybe. Because, like, it knows what it's doing. That I like. We saved the dog. We have a heart. We have a heart. It's not just about the money. But then that's also why he's poor, basically.
さて、先週ひどく派手な方法で実施したアブドゥール・ハキムのことは覚えてるよな。
もちろんよ。
彼が盗んだのはある研究機関が非合法に育てていたデータ検定犬だったらしいってことだそうだ。要するにとっても頭のいいワンちゃんってことだ
So we
な。
got a new team member.
の間では天文学的な値段がついてるそうだ。
あらびっくり。そんなワンちゃんなら私が飼ってみたいわ。
でも行方不明のままなんだ。
So we still have
And
him.
it's still gonna be missing for a long, long time.
さて、おいおい。
I mean, I'm fine if we keep him.
ここに上がるな。それで、だからこんな打鍵を放り出しちまおうって言ったんだ。
You saved
出
him.
てきたのはお前だろ。
Yeah.
とにかくダニをなんとかしないとな。くそー。塩振って食っちまうぞ。それではまた。See you next time.
Okay, so episode by episode kind of series.
So far, yes. So far. But this could change. Like, we're still getting to know the characters.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna change because it did change for Samurai Champloo at the end.
Yeah.
Like we had the basic story that they were looking for, the samurai who smells like sunflower. For now, we don't have that type of main storyline.
Yeah, we're
So
still learning.
We're still waiting for what's gonna be the main story, and I know that when we're gonna get there, we're still gonna have one episode by episode to get there still.
Well, so far, we're following these guys in their day-to-day life, basically. Following them on their jobs. Okay, now there's no wonder why they're poor. They cannot finish a job. They are so unlucky. There's always someone else, another party looking for the guy they're looking for, which is obvious because, I mean, this is someone who has
Or
a...
they care too much.
Well, yeah, in this episode, it's that too. But I kind of like that he went for the dog because that sets him off as a character who, yes, he was saying he's in it for the money, and he's saying, he was saying to Abdul, was his name?
Abdul, yeah.
Yeah, he was saying, why would you do all this for a dog who's not even worth like 200? Like, I'm doing it for the 8 million on your head.
Well, no, he didn't say that to Abdul. He said that to the guy who he thought was Abdul.
no, he was saying it to Abdul on the bridge before they jumped to the dumpster, boat.
Okay.
And he was saying, I'm doing it for the 8 million on your head.
Okay.
And I'm like, well, he's in it for the money. But then, and he acts like he doesn't care about the dog, but he's a softie at heart. And this is always a twist I'm looking for in characters that, I want to root for because you might be, badass. You might have a sassy, personality. You're cool and all that. You don't want to get attached. But if you are really cold and you never make any connection and you're blind to, innocents that need help, it's hard for me to root for you. So in this case, the fact that he saved a dog, I like that. And they're keeping it, despite the fact that it's worth a lot of money, which is important because, to me, they are hunting people for money, but those people are outlaws, they are criminals, basically. They did bad stuff, so that's why the police is looking after them, for them. And the dog was a victim in all this, used illegally to, be messed with and experimented on. That dog doesn't deserve to be traded for money. It's not right. So I like that they're keeping it. At least this episode, they're keeping him. I don't know if he's gonna be there in the next episode, but
I think it's gonna be there, yeah.
that'd be fun. And I think they do need like an animal
They
in
do
the
need
ship.
to have an animal. Like we need to have our own type of Disney princess in there. So please.
Kind of like it's Samurai Champloo. No, but I do think like last episode we were saying, he's very down, he's very blue, with all the drama, and he did lose someone. Like he saw someone die again last episode, which reminded him probably of his past. I do think that he gets his moments. It's not like he's always depressed, but having an animal that can run around and make you smile and make things fun
Does help you brighten your day. So
for sure, for sure. I wanted to talk about the action sequences. It was done I think in '98 because of what we see in the opening. The animation is pretty smooth.
yeah,
Like the design, the drawings and stuff, it looks smooth. It almost gives me movie vibes from those years, kind of like the first Digimon film,
yeah.
and
Okay.
it's not a bad critique. It's actually pretty good. Like the ships flying around and the fight scenes, everything is very smooth, which is intense because back then it was they were drawing it. It's not. Computers were not used in this, so the work is pretty intense. It's pretty good, and sometimes we will see in older animes, and I did talk about this in Samurai Champloo too, but in older animes, especially in fight scenes, sometimes they will basically stretch it a lot and have not much action actually happen in action scenes because they have to draw all the moves. So less is better because they don't have the time to do it. But this doesn't shy away from action. This doesn't shy away from pursuit and car chases and just fight scenes, and I like that. And I like that they put the work in it. So we get to admire the animation. The only thing really that tells me this is a bit dated is the colors are a bit faded, but I think it just adds to the vibe of the show because they are calling it kind of like a western, so it's kind of old but in a good way.
Well, I mean, the type of drawing for the character, because the style remind me of the 90s.
The style reminds me of the 90s too.
And yeah, the colors too, yeah.
Yeah, but the style though, the style is personal at the end of the day. Samurai Champloo was into 2000s.
It is personal, but to be fair with you, the earlier you get, like from now, you gonna that the face are technically more roundish for most of the series.
Actually,
and older series they're more on the long side.
I feel like it's a type of animation and it's a type of drawing that we've seen before, and maybe it's because back then we didn't have that many production companies, animation companies, or anything, so the drawings looked similar. So it's something that we're used to seeing.
We've seen Sailor Moon, we've seen Ranma. We've seen older shows that use the same type or the same vibe of type of drawings.
Ranma 1.5 more than Sailor Moon because of the eyes.
Yeah.
But in Ranma, it's true that especially the background characters, like they have this same style, which makes it feel older. But I'm not mad about this because it gives me nostalgia.
No, of course
so
not.
It gives me nostalgia. But I think it's easy to like Spike. We don't see much of Jet. He seems to be the one that is just there to ground our character, But from what we've seen so far of Spike, I'm liking him. I think he's just the right amount of sassy. He makes just the right amount of mistakes that we laugh and we feel bad for him, but then he's not just a fuck up, and he's just the right amount of good also, so it balances. Yeah, I think he's easy to root for.
Okay.
And I'm excited for the rest of his missions, and I mean I am excited to see where, like you said, what the main storyline is gonna be like.
Yeah.
But like in Samurai Champloo, because we got used to it in that other show, episodic shows.
We've grown with episodic type shows like Charm, Buffy, Roswell, anything
very
like
true.
that.
Very true.
We grew up on this.
It's very true, and in an anime, it's just. You get to spend time with those characters, and what's important with that is the more you spend time with them, the more you're gonna like them. So when we get to the end, whatever happens, we'll be rooting for them. We'll be connecting with them a lot more. So that's cool.
Yeah.
It's their life. Like, so far, it's their daily lives. So it's not, they're poor, they don't eat much, they struggle.
They don't have that much luck, yeah.
Yeah, and they are very unlucky. But they are still, they still have hearts. They're still human. They're still good, and yeah, I think it's important to have those type of characters in worlds like this where everyone seems to be struggling. So All right, that was episode 2.
Cool.
We
so
got a corgi.
we got a corgi. We got a new team member. Cool.
Yes, hopefully he's still there in episode 2. I cannot speak today. My English is bad. I'm like, I don't know if you hear it, but I keep messing up. I keep like stumbling on my words.
Welcome in my world.
Yeah, but I'm not known for that.
Yeah.
Not between us two anyway. Anyway, so a good episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I mean, I have a feeling we're not discussing them too much, but that's because we're at the beginning.
To be fair though, we weren't discussing much with Samurai Champloo or few shows that we've seen.
That's not true. Samurai Champloo, we
Steins
had
Gate.
long.
Steins Gate.
Steins Gate also, we had long discussions with Steins
Some
Gate.
episodes that we've watched.
No, but the reason for us not having a long, many topics to discuss is because we're at the beginning. We are still getting to know about these characters. We don't know their past. We don't know where they come from, where they're going.
But it's true that from what we saw from episode 1 and 2, we know that they got She-Locks, Golden Hearts, they love, well, not
and
love,
sassy
but
personalities.
sassy personalities, they got sass, swag. They help those in needs like the corgi too.
And they pack a punch.
They pack a punch.
But they still suck at their job.
yeah.
And we got a doctor that's giving us information for money, of course. It's all about the money.
It's all about money.
It's all about the money.
It's all about
Anyway,
the
we'll get to learn more about them. We'll get to learn more about the universe, and we will have bigger discussions later. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see episode 3 right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't, the next one will be out on YouTube next week. So,
Yes.
see ya.
Bye.